So hello everyone. Sorry we're starting a little bit late, 6 minutes, but we will catch up with all of you. So welcome to our webinar about Master in Sports Business Management with our current student Nikhita. Nice to meet you. The webinar we will share with you the student experience at EUM at our program, but also what is it like, what's happening beyond the classroom. So I give the microphone to you, Camille, and to you, Nikita.
Thank you. Thank you, Alexandra. Hi, Nikita. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm happy to be here. How are you?
Fine, fine. Thank you. So today what we will do that we will talk very quickly about your experience in Monaco. So you actually the part of the sport master in sport business management here at International University of Monaco. Little bit about your background. So you are from US and with the academic background and professional experience in software engineering. And you
Yes.
worked also in GP Morgan, so that's amazing. And definitely what I'm saying that your background in soft engineering, it's not the most traditional one
No.
paths into the sport. So was there a specific moment when you realized that you want to go to move forward into the sport industry?
Yeah, so as you said, it's a very untraditional background. JP Morgan is a bank, nothing to do with sport. I was working there for 3 years, and as much as I learned in tech, and I'm happy for that experience, and it taught me a lot about problem solving and the technology of the world we live in. I realized it wasn't something I was passionate about. I have all the love for everybody in finance, but it wasn't for me. And I realized I wanted to work towards something that I loved and that I cared about and that I understood the why I was doing what I was doing. And so when I thought about what that meant to me, it was movement and people coming together and celebrating what people are capable of achieving, and that is sport. So I realized, okay, like I have this skill that can be applied anywhere. I'm going to take that and put it towards something I'm passionate about. And so I chose to come here to work in sport.
Amazing. And do you think that your perception of the sport industry has changed since you are the part of the program?
I would say maybe not changed, but I think it's broadened. I think when I first thought of coming to work in sport, I I really viewed the industry as very events focused, very media focused, which absolutely those are huge parts of the sport industry. But there's so much more to it that I didn't even realize was a possibility. And now I'm really excited about the potential to work in it, like partnerships, hospitality, all of these different things that play into making the sport world as big as it is. Like all of that's really exciting.
So I remember first time we met, I remember that in your motivational letter you mentioned that long-term goal is to bring the technical experience into the sport industry. So definitely nowadays the technology is changing the way how we interact with sports in general. And I think that you wanted to be at the forefront of these challenges and these changes and bring some creative and innovative experiences. So looking back at it, do you think that you started moving forward to this direction?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think I've gained a lot of experience in things outside of tech as well, but I think if there's anything that I've realized from our classes and what we've studied about the industry, that tech is changing everything. There's tech when it comes to like the data that we're analyzing about players, there's tech influencing strategy, there's tech influencing the sponsorships and everything that we do. So I think, yeah, I'm really excited about all the possibilities that like I have to apply my background to the industry. But yeah, I think also even just the problem solving skills that I've gained from working in tech that can now be applied in other areas of sport, I think it's opened up a lot of different opportunities for what I could do in the future.
Oh, you are very, very reserved about your experiences. So I heard what happened during the rally experience with WRC, and I definitely see here that the technical skills have help to move forward and to be valuable for the WRC. So can you share this experience?
Yes, you're you're helping me shine a light on it. So, during the World Rallycross event here in Monaco, there was a activation with the Red Bull and Fanatec where they were having people run the simulators and having fans come and try it out, and they wanted people to compete for the best time and win prizes. But they didn't have a way to track this and to keep track of all of the times and the data and make it engaging for the fans. So I was volunteering for this event and I took a look at how they had it set up. And within a couple of hours, me and my very, very helpful colleague, we put together a system where we captured all the data of all of the people participating, and we created a leaderboard so that it would display and be animated with all the proper like logos and signage, and just be really engaging for fans. So it was almost like a little hackathon challenge to come bring all of that together in 2 hours, and it ended up being really successful and helpful for the activation. So I was really excited to be able to provide that for them, because it wasn't something that they were expecting from the interns. We were there to help with event and operations management, and then to be able to deliver that was like a fun little surprise.
They definitely been very happy with this opportunity given by the interns. So they were like appreciated, and it was definitely very valuable for them. Um,
Yeah.
Thinking about more broadly, so what it looks like to work with the high profile events like that while studying at the same time.
Well, I think it's definitely a balancing act. I'm not going to say that, oh, it's like super simple and it doesn't take any effort. It takes effort, but I think it's very rewarding because, like, so many times what you're learning in class goes hand in hand with what you're working on in the event. You're learning about how to adapt and, be independent and quickly fix things on the fly. And so, yes, it's not like those days have a lot of free time, but it's time very well spent. And you just have to, prioritize things. And the professors have been very accommodating, being like, okay, like, yes, you're working on this event. We know this is a priority now. And then we can adjust and work with you to help make sure your assignments or exams or whatever it is get taken care of. So, yeah, good balancing act. But I think the community here is very supportive to make it happen.
And you also supported the AS Monaco Basketball Media Day. So definitely we would like to hear a little bit more about what is this Media Day, what you have done, what was the event about, and what kind of responsibility you had on this event.
Yeah, that was a very fun event. I had never done anything like that in my time before coming to IUM. So the media day was basically to get all of the media assets, the photos, the animations, all of that for the AS Monaco basketball team. So my responsibility was to chaperone one of the players and take him to all the places where he had to do interviews or photos or any of the content creation that they had to do, and kind of keep him on schedule, get them, in the right uniform at the right time, all of that. Basically, just kind of being like an agent for the day. And I think it was just a really good way to see the behind the scenes of what it takes to make that happen. Because now those are the photos and images that are going to be used for the whole season, and it's cool to see that you're a part of making that happen.
Wow.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that experience. Met a lot of very great people.
Alexandra, you wanted to add something.
Yes, yes. So I would like just to tell to our attendees that don't hesitate to ask questions, because I guess you're also very passionate about sport career and probably passionate about opportunities that Nikita had. So you can ask her right now what else you're interested in, and also you can ask Dr. Safarov for anything you would like to know. Yeah,
Thank
please,
you, Alexandra.
please let's into.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much for this advertising moment. So, Nikita, I know that something happened already today. So, what was what your today's journey started with, how it went? What is your feelings about this nice meeting that you had this morning?
This morning, I don't know how much I should say. Uh, we had this morning some meetings with the people at the Automobile Club of Monaco, who, I had the fortune of working with for WIC. Yeah, it was just very nice to see them again. just discussing potential opportunities for the future.
Don't
And
spoil.
yes, I'll we'll say very excited about it. It's just more of what I think IUM has to offer in terms of, giving us work opportunities and connecting us with the people where we can learn and experience new things here in the industry that we all want to work in. So yeah, very, very excited.
So now it's already 7 months that you're in Monaco. What is in
Wow.
general your experience? Yeah, time
I can't
flies.
say that's why.
So what you would say the most challenging moment since the programs you started this program? What was the most exciting one, rewarding one, I would say? And
Hmm.
maybe to underline the skills that you think you developed here.
I would say most challenging moment, I don't think is too big of a shock to anyone. Maybe exam period. I think any university student would probably agree exams are the most challenging time. Not because of anything crazy, but just because that's how exams go. So I think, with all of the projects and exams, at the end of the year, it was just kind of making sure that I put forth the best quality work in everything that we did. That was like a good challenge and nice to look back on and see what we delivered. I think most exciting moment, it's very hard to choose because we've had a lot of good moments at IUM. I would say,
You
I
should say
think
it will come later in London.
maybe, maybe yes, for the London trip. I'm very excited about that. I think, at the World Rallycross event, there was a moment where I, we were hosting a couple of VIP guests, and I actually met somebody that I had talked to and, gotten advice and inspiration from at the very beginning of my journey in wanting to work in sport. And so to get to see her at World Rallycross, where I was like working the event and getting to, take care of her as a VIP and talk to her and everything, I think it was just very rewarding to see how far I'd come and how IUM helped me get there. So that was definitely the most exciting moment.
Ah,
And then there was a
great.
third question, and
The third
I'm
about
forgetting.
the skills, but I want to jump in with what you were saying about the networking opportunities.
Yes.
So usually when the students arrive to the uni, I was always mentioned that don't think that university is something that you need to limit your connection with. Monaco, it's a small country, but it's offer a lot of strong networking opportunities. So how it has been for you for so far? Have you had chance to connect with sport professionals or maybe meet some nice persona in Monaco?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, as you said, Monaco is so small and faces start to become familiar really quickly. So I think, you start by meeting like maybe some of the people we've met at the university or at events, and slowly the more you see each other around, the more you meet other people. And there's so many organizations in sport around this area. So yeah, I think I've met a lot of people, even outside of, things that maybe the university has a hand in. And then I think from those connections, I've even met people outside of France, outside of Monaco, there's people in London now who I met from Sports Hell and people in Barcelona, and I've been able to maintain those connections. So yeah, it's become truly a very international network now.
Good. Have you met Charles Leclerc?
No, I have not. But if I do, I'll be sure to let you know.
Okay. What about your skills? Like, what would you say that the university or the courses or the like different projects that you are working on helped you to develop kind of very specific skills? Can be professional or personal as well.
Well, I think the fact that the university is so international and we're working with people from so many different backgrounds, I think somehow that becomes like the greatest education in itself because there's so much about sport. And like, let's say Italy, I have so many classmates from Italy and I've never watched Serie A. I do now. So any Italians watching, don't be upset with me. Now I watch. But things like that about the culture of sport in their countries that I didn't know. When we're doing projects together, I learn. I've been learning French since I've got here, and that has changed like my work opportunities and the way that I work with people here and the way we can connect. So I think somehow like the professional and the personal are they go hand in hand. The more you learn about the world, the better work you can do for the sport industry.
True. Definitely true. But
Yeah.
we see your passion and motivation. So I think that this is something that's specific. Would you say this is something specific to the sport business management cohort? Because I have the feeling that you are very connected with your classmates, and this is something that amazing because afterwards you will be working in sport and you will be already connected with like 60 professionals.
Yes. Yeah, and I'm very grateful that these will be my future colleagues. There are some very incredible people in the program.
Let's talk about your personal experience. So, I mean, coming from Texas, huge
Yes.
like spaces, roads, prairies, and everything. And now in Monaco, it's a big
Yes.
change, definitely. So, how was the experience? How the practical like accommodation? I know you struggled, so tell us a
Yes.
little bit more. Adapting
Um,
to the new environment, French speaking
yes.
personalities and people. So, how it was?
Well, I will say for the French speaking, I think in the south of France, people have been very patient with me as I learn French. I'm getting better and better every day, but I think these are very kind people for me to practice with because when I first got here, I didn't speak a word of French. I speak other languages, and so I think maybe that helped with me learning French more quickly. But yeah, I think it was definitely a change. It's a completely different process than it is in the US, find apartments to get settled with getting used to like the public transportation and all of that. But I think the fact that you come here with many other people who are also in the same position, it helps you figure things out more quickly. You get in touch with people. It's like, oh, I know somebody who has a room available in their apartment. Like if you're looking for something, you can go here. And then, you have somebody who really knows the area and they can point you where to go to figure out mail and figure out where to go get your groceries and all these things. So it's definitely a challenge at first. But I think, having everybody here doing it together makes it much more easy to adapt and way less stressful.
Have you get some help from the student services? Was it
Yes,
something?
any of the questions that I've had about like now looking back, I feel like some of my questions are very silly, but they're always very patient and happy to help, especially as now we're approaching the end of the program and I'm thinking more about the future with like internships and jobs and what are my options there. Student services has been very, very helpful.
Good, perfect. Okay, let's go fast forward. 2028. Where is where are you? Where you see yourself? What kind of role would you love doing professionally?
Okay, so this is like my dream life. I get to say whatever I want. I really would love to stay in France and Monaco, or even within Europe. I think the sport landscape here and learning about it, I'm more and more excited about it every day. So I would love to stay here and continue working in the continent, and I would really love to work in global strategy in sport. I think, you know, here motorsport is obviously very popular, especially Formula One and football, soccer for whoever's watching from the US is also very popular. And I think the idea of bringing that to other audiences is just very exciting. And so I'm excited to bridge like my American background and then what I've learned being here in Europe and using that to bring more people into sports. Yeah, global strategy and relations, I think working in Europe would
Wow,
be the dream.
nice, nice, nice. Very good. Let's make a dream.
Yes, yes. I'll let you know in
A wish.
2028,
Yeah.
we'll come back to this and be very happy.
Thank you. Thank you, Nikita. It's amazing that we had this opportunity to talk and you are always very shiny person. I mean,
Oh.
it's amazing. Finally, maybe what kind of advices you would give to someone that who is considering entering this master program, but still maybe some has some hesitations?
I would say Don't hesitate. I think with with a career like this, I think, sport is obviously a very exciting industry and there's a ton of people who love sport. And I think if you want to make a career in it, go for it, give it your 100% effort and make the most of every opportunity that you are presented. Like you're in a room with people who all work in sport, like go and talk to everyone. You have this opportunity to come to the program, do it, come see what's happening in Monaco, make yourself a part of it. I think the more you just, take every opportunity and grab it by the horns and, you know, seize the day, I think really you get that back tenfold. And it really pays off. So yeah, just commit, do it, follow your dreams. It always pays off.
And don't forget to smile.
Yes, yes, really. I think that's the key to everything. I think as long as you come in thinking good things will happen for you, they do. And yeah, that's been my experience at IUM.
Very good. Very good, like spirit to say that it's this is the attitude that everyone should have in his life. So perfect. Okay, very good. So thank you very much. Thanks for this nice interview, this nice discussion. So I think now we can open the floor to the questions potentially that our listeners can have.
Yes, yes. So thank you
Good.
for conversation. It's been such an inspirational moment for me as well. And indeed, we have questions. So the first question, maybe it's to Camille. To you, other students doing some activities about football too?
Okay, Nikita, are the
So,
students doing some activities about football?
yes, like I mean, there's a football team at IUM. I don't know if we mean playing or if we mean working. But yeah, there's definitely there's people taking opportunities in every sport. I think um, we've had work opportunities in different sports events like through the university, but I think people also go off on their own and seek out their own opportunities. So if you want to work in football, you can absolutely do that. We've done case studies and projects on football in the past. So yeah, the world is your oyster.
I would maybe add a little bit because I think your financial management course is completely focused on the football industry, especially
Yes.
Italian one. So if you are
Yes.
Italian, that would be amazing.
Yeah, I think
And
our
then
classmates are very happy.
And then, of course, in terms of future opportunities, I was mentioning today one of our last year students doing her internship in ICE Monaco football team, and so happy to be there. And we have students working in football industry, the alumni students. So definitely, we are not putting like, of course, the majority of students they are passionate about motorsport, but we are not trying not to put a lot of focus only on motorsport. So you are coming to do sport business management in
Yes.
general.
Yeah, and I honestly can attest to that. Like when I first decided to come to IUM, I think I had my eyes on motorsport, and since coming here, my eyes have been open to everything. And so now when people are like, "Oh, like did you like just want to work in motorsport?" I'm like, "No, I would want to work in anything because all of it is very, very cool."
Good.
Oh,
I
thank you. Yes.
yes, yeah,
We
thank
have
you.
one more question. It's regarding the job graduation. So, what sort of jobs do graduates typically hold in motorsport teams? And are they more in the commercial or operational or performance support fields, with teams on a track, for example? So,
Nice
what
question.
are your insights? Really quick.
Nikita, with your technical experience, would you like to go to the teams on track performance support experience? What would you say?
I mean, sure, why not? It'd be a very interesting challenge for me. Yeah, I think I know of people like from previous classes who are kind of in everything. We have people who have done things from like HR at Formula One teams to being in their operations. I know people who worked in sport media with Sportel or ATP. So really, I think people, especially because people come from so many different backgrounds, like some people do come from sports science, kinesiology, some people come from psychology, like you can really take it in any direction. I there's no limits.
And I think that it's important to also think that when we are talking about motorsport, we are not talking only about F1 like the Grand Prix. There is different rallies, there is different like Formula 2, Formula 3. So we shouldn't MotoGP, etc. So we shouldn't forget about all
Yeah,
these opportunities that exist on the market.
yeah, definitely.
Good. Do we have any other questions? I have something, see in do we have something, Alexandra, in
Mm,
the chat maybe?
no, in the
No?
chat,
Guys, come
no.
on, we are here. That's the last question, and then we go home after a long journey.
And
Oh,
there's no wrong question. If someone is hesitating, there is no
there
wrong
is
question.
definitely no wrong question. That's for sure. We are here to reply even to the obvious, let's say, question. Okay. Nikita, maybe my last question will be, and this is the tricky one. Um,
Okay.
so you had your interview today with the SAM you mentioned. What will be your dream position? Honestly.
My dream position. It's like I'm bearing my soul. Um, yeah, I think just to be like at the heart of hospitality and to work with like honestly any of the races, but I think just the people there are so kind and just so I've learned so much from them. I think to pick one thing is very difficult, but if I could spend as much time with the people there as I could, that would be my dream. They're just very, very impressive people to me.
Perfect. Okay. Okay, good. Guys, if you don't have any questions, then we have something. I see it.
Oh,
Ah, this is the question to Alexandra, not for us.
okay.
So, Katya, how much the cost of education? So we have two intakes, September intake and January intake, and both are different intakes. Right now we have open enrollment for the September intake, and the September intake it's a 16 months program, and it costs 26,000 euros for the whole program. But you can also reach out to me later if you have any questions. We can discuss maybe your situation more specifically if you wish to. And yes, I would like, if you don't mind, to benefit of this moment of microphone. So we will have also open day on 17th of April. So if we have someone interested, you can come visit us for open day. Or I know many students that are traveling, and if you're traveling in Monaco, you can reach out to me, and we can do campus visit together. So that's it. Thank you. So I think we are run out of questions, and thank you,
Okay.
Kenny, and thank you, Nikita.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Alexandra, for organizing this. Thank you, Nikita, as always, perfectly done, and it's amazing, definitely. So, guys, don't hesitate if you have any questions. I mean, you can reach out to Alexandra or try to find us on the LinkedIn, not Instagram. And then, I mean, why not Instagram as well? But the main point here, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us.
Yeah,
Good.
absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy your evening, Nikita. See you
Thank you. You
tomorrow
too.
on campus.
Yes, see you
Thank
around.
you. Have a good evening. Bye
Have a good
bye.
evening.
Bye bye.